My name is David Arenstam. I teach AP Language and Composition, which is really like freshman composition. It's a writing class. And then I teach Journeys in Short Fiction, which is short story writing and short story analysis. And then I also in the fall semester I've taught Writing in an iPad World, which is creating digital content. And last but not least, this year I am also teaching AP Computer Science. This is going on, I can't believe it, is my 10th year. Before Thornton Academy, I owned a small data processing and software firm. And we literally had customers from Maine to California. Actually, we had a customer in Alaska. And we wrote primarily software for banks and credit unions. And our company, provided interface software and very specific, because we were a small company, we provided very specific software to solve business problems or business issues that the banks and credit unions had. I went to Bates and in essence went to Bates twice. Went to Bates right out of high school to play soccer and study. Took 4 years off in the middle in the service, and then went back to Bates for 2 more years as kind of an older student to graduate. I then worked for a long time, but also went to school. I have a master's degree in technology and education, and then just last year I graduated from Harvard with a master's degree in journalism and new media. In many respects, I think I've always wanted to be a teacher. When I went to Bates, when I graduated from Bates, I thought the best thing in the world might be to be a college professor or a university professor. I thought that would be like the greatest job in the world. But I was married to Mrs. Arenstam. We had a child, we needed money. I had studied math and English and was good with computers, and took a job at a bank working in their technology department. So really, I've never looked back from there. It was last year when I was at Harvard, I majored in journalism and new media, and basically studied writing and different writers, and I took courses in everything from straight journalism, news feature writing, news stories, to narrative nonfiction, to creative writing, to short story writing. I took a lot of it, yeah. I've coached soccer for a long time with Mr. Carlson. And I also coach the speech team, which is part of the speech and debate here at school. And as far as teams, I think that's about it as far as coaching. To work with people who are creative and have sort of a curiosity about whatever the academic matter happens to be. I really liked it, like in my former life when I was working in the software industry. I liked working with people that wanted to create software that was interesting and unique and exciting and served a purpose and obviously was saleable. And I think the same is true in school. I like to work with students who want to become better at whatever it is that they are studying and we are studying together. We'll say it all the time, but I think it's absolutely true that teachers learn as much from students, I think, as students learn from teachers. And I don't think I've ever had really 2 classes that have been exactly the same and 2 types of students, and nor do I think that we have covered the same curriculum in exactly the same way. It seems like every class and almost every year has been different. Thornton Academy has done quite a lot for me, obviously, both for me and for my family. My 3 children went to school here. I think it's a unique and a wonderful school and a wonderful atmosphere, especially for a high school. I used to say a lot of times when I was traveling, literally traveling all over the country, I would sometimes come home and tell my children and tell my wife, they don't realize how lucky they are to go to a school like Thornton. Certainly compared to some of the schools that I would see in some different areas around the country. Personally, I think Thornton has given me certainly the ability to become a better teacher, certainly to continue studying, and obviously to work at the same time on my writing. So it's good. For me, it's kind of a combination of the curriculum, the students, and the teachers, the administration's faculty and staff. I think the people that work here, I just hold them in the highest regard, and I really, as I think I've said to you, I really like my students, and so I enjoy that. It's not, for me, and again, this may sound corny, but it's the absolute truth, coming to school every day is not a chore for me. I kind of jokingly say to everybody, but it's the God's honest truth. I think in many respects I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I have a job that I really like. I have a family that still talks to me, and I'm very happy and content with what I'm doing. So.